Alright guys, so I know we told you we had a friend of mine coming through to teach us about the Metaverse, NFTs. What would you say you're really going to touch on today, Suju?
Hi, I'm Suju.
I done got lost in the Metaverse. I done got lost in the Metaverse.
I'm just a friend of these two wonderful people here. Just a friend, that's all. Longtime friends. And I just want to talk about NFTs. You guys want to know more about NFTs, the Metaverse, specifically Webaverse is what we're going to be inquiring about today. You guys know a little bit.
Yeah.
And then just a little bit of VR stuff.
Yeah.
Not a professional or anything, but you know.
But I'm saying the more you know, like,
yes.
In my head, like, I know about NFTs, Metaverse, all that, but it's like, how she know about it, I'm not on that level.
Like, you're definitely on a different level. I feel like I'm on, like, I've been hearing about it. I kind of know what it is, but I don't really know what it is. Like, I know crypto.
Yeah,
but I don't know nothing about crypto.
It's like the fact that I watched all these other people that talk about it, it's like I grasped a lot of the information, but now it's just like, I want to incorporate to my day-to-day life. Like, because it's like, because it's about to be crazy. It's about to be the future. Literally about to be the future.
And I feel like it'll be a good thing as a content creator to deep dive into all of this that's coming into like the internet, the Metaverse.
Yeah. I mean, that's where you guys are already at. You guys create all the time, right? You're thinking about new ways to create content, things just to be creative and like express yourselves and have fun.
And connect.
Exactly, and connect. And this is a way you can do that like with people all over the world, just as you already do, but on a more personal and customizable level. Right.
Hell yeah. And I feel like just like, even just you telling us information, people gonna look at this, watch this, be like, okay, like now, let me take this shit serious.
Right. Or even like whatever gems you drop today, they're gonna be like rewinding it to be like, wait, what did she say?
Let me screen record this part. Let me get, because are you going to talk about like the meta wallet and like everything like that?
Yeah. So MetaMask is just like that. Yeah. The decentralized wallet. Well, you knew about it even months ago when we talked. You know, at your guys' other place. So. Just the decentralized wallet where you can, crypto stuff and NFTs and all that good stuff. And Chanel opened one the other day.
I did.
I feel like everybody should open up a MetaMask just because, like, you don't, like, crypto's about to be the new thing. So you might as well just have it set up already just for that. You feel me? Because, like, I don't know.
Like, I want to be ahead of the curve at this point. I don't want to be, like, hearing about it anymore. I don't want to be behind anything. I don't want to be playing catch up. I literally, like, want to be ahead.
It's like one of those like curve things,
you
like
know?
It's going up, you catching it right here before it hit its peak. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like I feel like if you get ahead of it before it hits its peak, like okay, you're good. But once it gets its peak, it's like, damn, how the fuck I'm gonna maneuver? This is hard.
Right, exactly.
And like what we talked about earlier, we're always going to feel like we're behind, or at least I do, because so much information's out there. Like I'm constantly learning every day. You guys are constantly learning every day. True. No matter how much you learn in the space, there's always going to be more information that becomes available.
100%.
Like you can never learn all of it,
like
in my opinion.
Like even, I feel like everybody should get one of these.
That was the coolest thing. We actually tested them out. I was in the club. I was in the same club but in a different section. Like it was like
I played beer pong out in the beer chat.
Right. It was like I was an animated version of myself. Like my personality came out in this Abby or what?
Avatar.
Yeah.
I was a panda. You know, I like pandas. So, you know, like in my head, I feel like just everybody should get one of those just so they can, cause it's about to get more sleeker than what that is. I already know that for a fact. It's about to be not that chunky ass thing. It's gonna be like little glasses and stuff. But it's just like get ahead of it now before it's too late.
Black
you
Mirror.
feel me? Like
Oh my god.
and you maybe want to watch The Matrix.
No, you should.
Like 100%.
You should.
So
The
like,
Matrix. Watch it.
This is the
Webaverse.
Webaverse.
So I just like have some stuff here of information about Webaverse. We can start with Webaverse, which is kind of like it's a Metaverse project, but it's so it's a custom game engine on the web. So it's actually in your browser. As I told you guys earlier, it's not necessarily like an app you can download on your phone. It's not controlled by like Apple App Store, right?
Yeah.
Or a Google Play Store for Android. It's something you can access on your computer, on your phone, just in the browser itself, app.webaverse.com. And you go there, and then there's your, there's a metaverse you start in. And they're going to launch more later on, but right now You can create games there. There's plenty of people who've created games. And when I say that, it's like, let's say like Mario Kart, right?
Okay.
You can make your own Mario Kart in this.
Really?
Yes.
Like I explained earlier, like with Roblox and Minecraft, it's like you can have these different games within that universe, I could say, but it's just like you choose, like you don't have to do the same thing every single day.
Do you have to be really good at coding to kind of maneuver around this world?
I mean, you do need to like learn a little bit of things. They have, so Webaverse has information, they have docs that kind of guide you through the different things you can do.
Okay, that's good.
And they have a Discord too, where the developers there are like very open to helping people. So it's readily available to people who aren't familiar with this type of stuff. And the whole grounds of what they're working on is to make it super accessible to people like you and me. You know what I mean? I'm not a developer myself even, right? But I'm learning this, and as much as it seems like I know what I'm doing, I still don't. Right? Technically speaking.
Because honestly, I always like take this and say this all the time. It's like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So it's like the more you know, the better. You feel me? Because it's like, obviously, like, you know more than we know. But so you teaching us, you feel me? But you know somebody that knows more than you, and they teaching you. You feel me? And somebody else probably teaching them. It's just like, it's like this how people help people, you feel me?
Exactly.
Like, you just pass it down, and then it's like, and now we could do something like where we could tell a lot of people.
You guys, right? Like,
you feel me? It's like, the more you know and the more you ahead is like probably the best thing you can do, honestly.
Yeah, and like the more people you get involved to, the funner it is. Yeah? Like,
because when I was doing the VR, it got fun.
Yeah.
Like, once I started talking and everything like that, like, I swear it got fun. And I was just like, I understand now.
I didn't want to leave.
Bro wanted to say bye to his friends. Like, I was like, you just met them.
Like, it's just like, and before we about to go to the power room, have an adult conversation, and it's just like, I gotta go, guys. Like,
hey, bro. Hey, I gotta go.
Like, it's like, I didn't want to leave. I was like, yeah, I gotta go, guys. Bye. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Man.
Once you hop in it, it's gonna be lit. And I wanted to put out, we're going to start a Discord.
We are going to start a Discord.
If we haven't already. So in my head, like I said, be ahead of the curve, get ahead of the curve with this, and join a Discord. So if it's out, it's gonna be on this video. If it's not, look for it later. You feel me?
The links are gonna be down below.
Hell yeah.
Yes, so just a little bit more about Webaverse. So it's basically going to be like, it technically is, but they'll launch more later on. It's like the Steam of Web3. So it takes user-generated content to another level. Basically, it gives you so much option for customizability. In that sense, let's say like someone creates a metaverse, like Sandbox has their metaverse, Decentraland, and so forth. They create all of their like virtual assets and such, and you can like pick and choose where you want to place things, kind of like a Minecraft, right? Yeah. Where you have these things that are already there, and you can build with those things. Versus Webaverse, where you can literally customize what those things are.
Does it take time?
I would say, I mean, it can take time. It depends on how well versed you are. But like I said, they have like the Discord server and everything. They have the walkthroughs. And then the more you get familiar with it, the better it is. And they're working on making it an interface where you can just build straight in that browser. So you don't have to do all of that like back coding type deal.
So it's like a template.
Basically, it's kind of like WordPress, where you want to build your own website, but they already have everything there for you.
Like, they kind of got a foundation.
You kind of have to like fill in the blanks.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Coding and creating your own website from scratch, WordPress has all of this already filled in, and you just kind of type in the text you want and move it around.
That makes sense.
Okay.
It's like that.
See, like, and I feel like that's just like, I don't know, that'll help a lot, because some people just don't got the time or don't have that mindset or creativity to just be like, let me do this by myself. Some people just need that like oomph, like, okay, look, I got this, now let me fill in the blank.
It's kind of like when you sign up for Facebook or something like that, and they're asking you for your name, age, like bio, where you live, like all this other stuff.
Yeah, everything's already there, you just gotta fill it in.
Right, and then it's on this side for you, just bubbled in, ready for you to go.
Because think about like Patreon, like how it's just like, it's already the thing set up for it's like a paywall if we want content on that paywall, as opposed to us creating a whole different website and have it on our own website. It's like, we gotta know the coding for that, but it's just like, all right, we might as well do it through Patreon, because it's just like, it's already done.
It's easier, right?
Right, exactly. Everything's already built for you. So they don't have that interface built yet, but they are, working on things like that. And then, like I said, you can create, like, if you wanted to replicate Mario Kart, you could. But you don't have to even make it exactly like that. Maybe you want like a Mario Kart type game, but you want to have like rockets where you can actually fly off the course for whatever reason, right?
You got golden bullets.
Just cause.
Yeah, just cause.
Like, you could do drive-bys on them. Like, shoot their tires out. Like, you have that'd be lit.
Yeah.
See, I can't wait to create my own thing in these worlds.
One thing I had a question of, and we were talking about this earlier, is kind of like, how is the metaverse going to be? If you're playing certain type of games, or if you're living this life in the metaverse, like, can you die?
Oh, yeah.
Can you, like...
I mean, you can...
Like, what is life like there?
If you make it so you can die, so like if it's like an actual game, then maybe you like lose a life. You could make it so you like have a certain amount of lives, you lose a life, game over. If you're just like walking around in your world, let's say, like your metaverse, then there's not really a way you can die unless you wanted to.
Like,
that makes sense. Like, so nobody else in that world or metaverse or whatever can walk up to you like,
pow!
Like push you off the edge and like,
or anything.
I mean, you could, but and then you can also set up the physics for your world. Like we talked about, like gravity holds us down right now. But in your world, maybe you don't want gravity, right? Like you're just like, I don't want people to have to be tied down, or you want the option to fluctuate between either, right? Kind of like a switch button.
And you could also make it to where it's like you could make it as real life as possible. Like if you die, you die. Like I don't know if it was a Tamagotchi back in the day, but it was like one of the things where you had to take care of for years.
I think it was a Tamagotchi because I literally had one. I had a pink one, and I would take care of that little thing.
And then when it died, like you could take care of it 2 years, and one day just forget to feed it, you just forget something. And 3 years of work, it's dead.
Right.
You gotta start over. Like imagine a GTA life like that in VR, where it's just like you start from the bottom, you make it to this nice ass house, you get all this money, then somebody jealous, bow, you gotta start over again.
But then think about it, that's real life. So how realistic do they want to make it? And
because even like I feel like in the metaverse, the days, how 24 hours could be up to us, it could be 24 hours in the game, but you could also make it to where it's just like 12 hours is 24 hours, an hour is 24 hours, and so you could go through life so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Like, damn, hold on, this is getting crazy.
Thinking about like Tamagotchi type things, it makes me think about the pets. Like you can actually like have little pets that follow you around too.
That's cute.
So like if you wanted to, you could like bring in some, because like so like avatars and stuff, typically you have like a VRM file, and you could just drag in that file. You can drag it in straight to the browser like we talked about earlier. You don't actually have to like upload and import it that way. You can just literally take it from your files, drag it into the browser, and then it will like appear in front of you basically. And then you just click, I think E is the button that they have to like switch into it, and then you become that avatar. Then you can also like add in pets, so things that follow you, and
it's how you even bring in your NFTs, like what you own, like as avatars.
Yeah. So you can actually bring your NFTs too. If you have it in like a VRM like type file, just like drag and drop, and it's like compatible with like MetaMask and stuff too. So they're doing big things. It's literally like a decentralized, like it's
no, Webaverse is probably like the best verse. I'm not gonna lie.
It sounds like they're like everyone's getting their ducks in a row. Like this company is doing this, VRs is doing this, Meta, Facebook is doing this. Like everyone's like playing their position.
And so basically, even if it's just like, because I've been thinking about events, like if there's a concert, like obviously like it probably won't be separate in the Webaverse, but you still have access to the other verses. You feel me? Like if the concert is in like somebody's sandbox, you feel me? You could go there still. It's just like unlimited access to all universes. That's why even me thinking about real life shit, it's just like what if we not like what if this is like multiple realities that we can live in real life?
I honestly feel like like I said, the Matrix. Like we're living in the Matrix. Like the more
this is digital, but
the
it's
more
real
I learn about this, I'm like, we're living in the Matrix. Like there's literally a code. There's a code happening.
There's like deep down in these cells is coding. We don't know though. It's weird, bro.
It's weird, but I mean, it's just like new. You can like go out in real life and do what you do, and then come home and be like, yeah, I want to like go hang out with friends online, right?
Right.
Instead of just video calling someone like on Zoom or whatever have you there, you can just literally go in with your avatar customized to look like whatever you want, talk that way, walk around with them, go just how you would in like VR chat, right? And then they're also trying to incorporate VR capability as well. It's not launched or anything yet because, of course, we talked about how you can get like motion sickness and stuff. So we need to be very careful with when they launch it. It needs to be like at least up to par with, you know, the VR that's already out.
Yeah.
Or better. Right?
Okay.
Because that's really important in your health and all that.
True. Like, you can't have
so they're not just going to put that out there and be like, yeah, we were first. They're really working on making it like the best they can.
I think it's because they want to sell it. They want it to stick. They want it to stay.
Because some people don't give a fuck. They care about the bag right now, and they were just like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all can be sick. I don't care.
But they're literally like working towards making something so great that you can't say no to.
Yeah, they care. Like me, just thinking about it, like we went from 1080p quality, HD quality to 4K quality. 5 years it's gonna be 8K. It's gonna be so just like. So real. So even in the VR headset, it's just like you're gonna feel like you're really there, because it's not gonna be this big ass thing that's tight on your head or whatever forever. You feel me? It's gonna get more sleek. It's gonna get more like just like
Black Mirror. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Think about
should I do a count of how many times I say that?
Yeah, let's try to count.
Black Mirror, Matrix. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Just think about the big box TV, and now this little ass TV we got.
Right, and then laptops. Phones.
Yeah, TVs are like this thin now. You know what I mean? Like they're basically just like glass.
Like literally, like look at this. Look at like that. I was saying, like just me seeing what Metaverse is now compared to what's about to be 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5, 10 years from now. We in the beginning, guys. Like
only the beginning.
Like this shit just started.
Yeah.
It just started.
And like we as humans, like we always like to connect with people all over the world anyway. Sometimes we don't have like the money or the time or just the convenience to travel to those places. But you can do that, you know, online.
Right.
You can do that in VR. And then you can do that with the people from those countries too. You know, you enter a room and there's people from Japan, from Singapore, wherever really have you speaking different languages. You can learn languages that way, you know, like practicing languages. You can do that on apps on your phone too and just talk to people, video chat. But imagine like going somewhere with those people and sharing your language in person, doing things, you know, because we learn things that way too. Like actually doing
like
things.
We're already social creatures, so the accessibility that this is providing us to be even more social, like it's like I'm going to get on my VR. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm going home, I'm getting on my VR, and I'm talking to my friend from Singapore.
No, facts. No, like me thinking about it, it's just like, just think about how they have like these dating apps on the phone. You can literally date somebody in a different country. Like Avatar and all. Like me, look, me going through this little Metaverse, I don't know what the VR chat.
Oh yeah.
These niggas explained to me in the VR chat that you can have sex. Like you literally have parts in this VR world. It's crazy. Like before I had to get off, we was about to go to a private room and talk about it. You feel me?
This is probably for the best.
Nah, like, but just like
you have somebody so young, Liam.
Like, see, in the VR chat, you could sit private rooms to 18 and up. Like you allow people and not allow. Like this whole thing is just like crazy to think about, because it's like some people that long distance stuff really do. Like they date, but really do mess with people. So it's like, we can honestly go have a date,
right?
Like in a sense, you feel me?
Yeah. I do think the Metaverse is just gonna cause for even more trust issues.
Can you cheat in the Metaverse?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's emotional cheating, you know, and then it depends on you and your partner and what you consider cheating, right?
True.
Yikes.
So hold on, what somebody like? No emotion behind it. Smash a VR person. Like in the Metaverse. Smash in the Metaverse.
I think it's just highly dependent on you and your partner, and if you consider that cheating or not.
That's crazy.
I don't even know, cause like me thinking about somebody.
Would you want your partner smashing in the VR world?
100%. I'm just like.
Like, would you even want to be thinking like, yo, my partner is literally
hunching
in the Metaverse.
Fuck it. But when you think about that, I was gonna say, is it any different from porn? But it kind of is, because that's a real life person you're interacting with,
right?
And there's more potential.
Like, and there can be like an emotional attachment. Like, even though y'all aren't physically there, it's still.
What led to that?
Like, it's still happening. Like, you guys were like mind fucking each other before you led to the physical Metaverse interaction.
And to me, it's just like, even if it's like you actually in real life, you like masturbating to it. It's just like,
oh yeah,
that's different.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like, comes to the conclusion, you can cheat in the Metaverse.
Yeah, I would say
yes.
you could. Yeah. I personally think you can,
Yeah.
But I just think, like, generally speaking, in different relationships around the world, it just depends on what you and your partner consider that. I would consider that cheating.
Me too, yeah.
But
look, this ain't like no GTA, y'all. Don't be out here
Don't
and
be
just
out
be willy
here,
nilly
no,
dicks
don't
out
be
trying
dumb.
to do shit. You feel me? Like, no, take it serious. You feel me?
Right.
If somebody
Catch
talking
a
to the
herpes.
Meta bump. Come on. Look,
how even to get rid of metaverse?
It's gonna be something you
so is it
Google,
like a virus in the metaverse? Would
Oh,
SCD be
God.
like a virus?
Jesus.
That'll be crazy.
Just throw the whole computer out.
Yeah. Start all over.
I'd log out so quick.
Like,
You
damn.
just finally look outside your window, like, what happened to the actual world?
Like,
I just
yo.
been so stuck into this that they just did a whole bunch of, like, work out here.
Facts. It's like, it's gonna be like you be in that bitch for days, like, in a sense. But I just thought about it. You know how they have bots on, like, on Instagram posts and shit? We have bots in the metaverse. Like, shit that's not real.
I mean, I would think that you could.
Or,
I mean,
like,
they have bots everywhere, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just bots, just like
bot.
spam, just like basically you think you're talking to like a real person, but it's literally a bot.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, that's what they do already, you know, like machine learning and stuff. They have things that like Twitter bots and things that are like learning and talking to you and learning more on how to conversate better based off your responses.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Like, the more you hear it, the more you retain it.
Yeah.
You can't retain everything the first time.
Exactly.
You have to hear it over and over. Right?
Yeah. Because I'll be thinking about how, like, when I listen to like a podcast 2 times, I catch the stuff that I didn't hear the first time.
Right.
Even when we listen to songs.
Yeah.
Reading a book over and over, yeah.
It's
Right.
just facts. It's like, I know I read the book, but like, I didn't know it said this.
Like,
the
now
first
I
time.
caught this.
Right.
Like, it's crazy, for real.
Yeah, and I think one of the main things that I would like to say about Metaverse is basically it really makes it so accessible to people like you and me. Like, I'll just emphasize that once again, because, you know, us not being super technical people, like, you know, we're not probably going to be privy to sitting here and be like, oh, now I need to learn how to code, right?
True.
You know, it
True.
takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. You need to, you know, learn it and want to learn it, right? It's just like watching, or like sitting in a class. You're gonna go take a class because you want to take a class, or whatever, you're gonna pay for that class.
And if you're not interested, then it's like, it's not gonna be fun to you. It's not gonna be like worth soaking in the information.
But if it's already built, if they already have an interface and you can just, you know, like we talked about WordPress and stuff, and you can just do that very easily, then why not, right?
You feel me?
And that's your world, right?
But they still have that option that you can customize things. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can customize it to whatever you want, and I can show you guys examples later, and then you can like clip it into the video if you want.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Because even me thinking about it is like, all the people, like, okay, I'm thinking about all the older people. They don't care about learning all this stuff. They just like, and if they do get in it, it'll be beneficial to them, because okay, now I don't got to like think about setting up everything. It's already set up for me. Or it's like they gonna ask their grandkid to do it for me. You feel me?
Right.
But it's just like, even thinking about my parents, it's like they hear about it, but it's just nothing they're interested in, because it's like, I'm just gonna live real life. But like, you can still live real life, but think about it, like everything's gonna be in the metaverse, like, because it basically, like, people gonna start spending their money, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that within the metaverse. Like, people are buying land just for certain things, for events or whatever. Even though it's like an infinite amount of possibilities you can do with it, it's just all based off popularity.
True.
You feel me?
True.
No, definitely. And it's funny that you bring up, like, you know, paying for all these different things, because Webaverse actually is just like free open source. So anyone can build on it. Like I said, you guys can make your own metaverses within, you know, Webaverse, right? Within the browser. Don't have to download any type of app from those stores. No one's controlling it. You know, putting an app out, and the App Store could, you know, at any time want to just like take it down, right? No one can access it then.
Okay.
So the difference between that is like anyone can access this in their browser. You just type it in and go there. You don't have to worry about any of that or downloading anything, right? To your computer, to your phone.
Lit. I'm telling you, my verse gonna be lit. Like, it's gonna be a vibe. Yeah,
I don't
everybody
know
gonna.
how I would want my verse. Like, I feel like I would probably want to change it around every so often, kind of like rearranging your room or your house, or things like that. You know,
you're gonna be the head honcho. Like I'm for sure gonna stay on the hill and overlook everything. Like, like that's gonna be my world. Like, but I want to let's make sure it's the city lit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how
make a whole city. Like,
this about to be. It's gonna be like Discord, but real life Discord Sims version. Like all the people that I fuck with, they're gonna be in my world. Even when they want to be, you feel me? They have their house. They have. I'm gonna build it to where like people could create in it, and they have their house how they want to have it, and roads. This about to go crazy.
Metaverse life may actually be sweeter.
Like it's just like an escape.
Yeah,
like an
but you gotta get your like crypto, NFT, and Bitcoin, and all that money up to make it sweet there too.
For this, actually, so they actually have launched a Discord bot, Webaverse. They have their own Discord bot. So in, let's say, like your server, you could invite this bot, and then you could mint NFTs through the bot. So you don't have to know anything else, really. You just use that bot and interact with that bot.
For people that don't want to know what minting is.
So it's, I would say, for a better word, for like the general public, it's probably kind of like uploading it to the blockchain.
Okay.
So it's like uploading a photo, but you're like sending it to the blockchain. So you're like adding this new asset to the blockchain.
So that's minting within the meta.
It's kind of like when we used to code with MySpace and Tumblr.
Hell yeah.
And like, things like that.
Like, so the blockchain, like, you know, you hear the term or like the phrase, the blockchain is forever, right? Mm-hmm. Once a transaction goes through, you can't ever erase that. You can't be like, oh, it's within my wallet, I want to delete this so no one can see it. You don't have permission to do that. No one does.
Wow.
Like it's just, it is what it is. If it happened, it happened. It's there forever.
It's like a stamp.
Right? Yeah. So when you mint like an NFT, let's say, onto the blockchain, you can see that this wallet minted from this contract, and this NFT now exists, right? This Webaverse has a side chain. So, you know, there's like the Ethereum blockchain, there's like Bitcoin blockchain, the different chains that they have. Webaverse has like a side chain where transactions are free. So
that's crazy.
Right, so you can just mint an NFT there. You can trade. It says you can maintain token gated access to voting. So you can, like, let's say you own like an NFT. They can use that as like verification, so you can vote. So let's say they hold some type of proposal, and there's like 3 different options for voting, and you choose number 1. They can confirm that you have access to vote because you own a certain NFT in your wallet. You know, they don't have to be like, okay, like submit your proposal, we'll see if you're valid. You know, it already knows that because your wallet holds that NFT.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people can't fake it.
You can't.
Like, like I was explaining to them, it's not like on like a Gucci bag or a Louis bag and look real. You can put it on the gram all you want, and nobody gonna say nothing because it's like they don't know. In a face value, you gonna know.
Even Twitter, like you have to have the octagon to even like make sure, like, well, that lets you know the NFT is real.
Yeah,
you know,
like, that's the owner of the NFT.
Right.
And I sit here thinking about, like, what if they're like literally pushing us towards the metaverse? Because think about everybody that's like, everything's getting so just roboticized that like there about to be no cashiers, there will be self checkout everywhere.
Yeah.
Like there about to have these self driving CDL trucks. You feel me?
I've seen like Amazon machines that pack the stuff for you, pick it, pack it, do it all.
And then, because I know, I know it's gonna be a part where it's like, all right, somehow, some way, it's gonna get to a point where you can have jobs within the NFT space, and you get paid in crypto, like. And
that's happening big time already. And
it's just like now people will be at home doing these crypto jobs. You feel me? Like, because it's like, where else is gonna work? Yeah, it's gonna be less jobs.
Many people I know only work in crypto. They don't work in like any type of like corporation outside, like as you'd think, like Target, Amazon. You know what I mean? Like any of those things, they're solely based on these crypto projects, like different protocols, like you know, swaps and exchanges. They basically, you know, of course, like a lot of them are developers, right? Like I wouldn't be doing something like that if I were to like work in the space. But then there's so many different areas in the space you can work in. Like you guys are very community-based people. You're fun, you're creative, right?
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could just be like a community moderator just to start, right? And then go from there, and then get paid in crypto if you get hired onto this.
Let's say, learn.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, you can do that for things outside of crypto too, right? Different servers and stuff, but in terms of like the crypto space, that's an easier way to start if you don't have any technological background.
Because like if you just jump in like that, it kind of like forces you to like kind of like adapt to your surroundings. Okay, what? Like let me learn more about this, and then now it's gonna be like, okay, now I got all this information. I want to know more. Let me keep going. You feel me?
And it's exposure too. If you get in on the community side, you have no choice. You're seeing this all happen live. The community's there. They're talking about these things related to crypto, NFTs, and so forth. So whether you want to learn or not, you're moderating the server where all of this information is constant. You know?
Wow.
And so you're reading over it, and you're going to end up retaining it. You know, over and over. You're just going to continuously retain it. You're not even going to try to learn. You'll be learning. Right?
Wow. Yeah.
Like most of the information that I know and I learned, we've listened to podcasts on Logan Paul, like Gary Vee, and the Nelk Boys, like Sean, like people just like they keep a lot of them say some of the same things, but it's just like that's how I know. Like that's how I can like hold a conversation and understand certain things that you're talking about. Like I'm not fully invested how you are, but I can keep up.
Right.
Like, I can keep up.
Yeah,
it's just
definitely.
like, but it's like the repetitive. Like, all right, here. Okay, now it's like, oh no.
Now you know what it means.
Exactly.
Like the acronyms, everything.
Because I know before you, like, when me and her first had a conversation, you was like, I don't know.
You're like NFT.
Yeah, I was just like, what are you guys talking about?
Right, but that was several months ago now, right?
Yeah.
And now look at you. Like you kind of know more. You know.
True. Like now I know a little. I got my toe in.
You got a MetaMask. You feel me? Like
I do got a MetaMask.
Hey, y'all want to send her some Ethereum? Come on now.
I got that.
Ethereum address down in the description.
Easy. Come on now.
Definitely is on my YouTube channel now.
Stop
Like I've already updated that. Like it's in there.
Like go to her YouTube, go to the bio, click that little link you see. You feel me?
Show some love.
Come on now.
Yeah, so basically we're just talking about the sidechain and everything and how you can do those different things for free through there. So that's really cool because, you know, especially working with Ethereum, right? We talked about how transaction fees can be really high, gas fees. Yeah, that's what they call it, gas fees. But really it's just, you know, you're going to process this transaction. You're going to spend probably relatively like $50 to $100 or so, even more if, you know, the network's really congested.
Yeah. So you send $100, you down $200.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And you know, you might want to buy, like, let's say you want to buy an NFT and it's worth like $20 USD, you know, whatever the price of Ethereum's sitting at, and you have to pay basically like the network's super congested, and it tells you, oh, you're going to pay about $200 USD to process this transaction. At that point, it's like, should I even get this NFT? Is it worth it?
Right.
You have to make that determination because it's like, what do you want it for, right?
Yeah.
You want it for the art. You want it because you want to try to flip it and make a profit, right?
Yeah.
Like you want it because it's like a pass to some type of event. You know, it depends on what you want.
Generally, like, why do you need it that bad? You willing to spend $200 for something that's $20?
It's literally, I feel like when you talk about it like this, it's like you're going to like an art gallery auction. You know, like you're auctioning art, you're buying art, like whatever reason you like the NFT for is your reason, but you're gonna purchase it if you feel like it's worth it.
It's like, okay, my question is, why are some NFTs way more popular than others? Like the Bored Ape was just crazy for a while.
I couldn't even tell you why, honestly.
Like
I think from my point of view, it's the community, and I think a lot of people do say it's the community. So they were like a really tight knit community to start. It was always like a Bored Apes follow Bored Apes type of thing. So they were very just engaged with each other and just loved their community.
People paid racks.
Right.
Racks.
And there's no way to tell. I mean, some people think that they know ways to tell like when things will blow up. Sometimes you don't. You know, sometimes you have a good eye, sometimes you don't. And sometimes you just get scammed, right? Sometimes they're like promising you all this stuff. Like, yeah, we're going to build a game with this NFT, right? You're going to be able to have this and this and this. We're going to airdrop this, right? Yeah. And then everyone, they release this project, everyone mints it, and then the developers all disappear. They're nowhere to be found. And then you're just like, okay, well, I minted this. Right. You're like, I minted this because of these different utilities, right? Yeah. And you don't get those. So that's what we call rugged. It's like, oh, I was rugged, yeah. But...
you scammed.
Yeah, it's like scammed, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like you were willing to take that risk.
Yeah, because you don't know. Especially like if you're trying to get on something ahead of time. It's like that's a risk you're going to take within that. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just like, cause what I think about it is, it's just like, it's cool to hold on to some, but like see where like everybody's going to first until you really get into NFT space, and you can kind of like see what's going to blow up. Because like some people, like Bitcoin was a thing in 2008. Nobody knew about it. If people bought $1 each, they was like itself like $1 each. If people bought it the $100 worth now, that'd be crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, a lot of it can be like getting in early. You know, it just depends on what you like to do, what type of person you are. Like sometimes I mint things that are just dumb and fun, right?
Yeah.
They're, you know, I've done free mints that like I know I'm not going to be able to flip them for a profit. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to mint like 10 of these because they're free. All I have to do is pay gas.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I'd be happy to send you guys a couple just because I minted 10, they were free.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like my friends are new to NFTs, crypto, and I can just send these off because they're fun. You know, you probably won't make a profit off of it or anything.
But it's just like...
It's kind of like to get your friends started. Like, hey, here you go.
Like a housewarming party.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like something to share. It's like maybe for Christmas, I'm just like, okay, like take this. It's like worth nothing, but it's stupid and fun, right?
And so it's like even, what I think about is like, because you could change up it, like basically have an NFT, people bought the NFT, and so people that bought the NFT, you could change up kind of rules even 10 years from now, and like give them access to like more things, or you have them be like a part of like a community, or hire just them to do things within your community. Because it's like, even if it didn't start out like that, it's like it could lead to that. That's what the Net Boys is doing. Like it hasn't happened yet, but people are waiting for that to happen.
But they have a community. That's a good thing. I feel like people have to trust you.
Nah, facts.
You know, like no matter where you're at, you have to build that community.
Yeah, so imagine like your favorite artist has a concert and they're selling their tickets in NFT format. You know, you have to purchase this NFT to get access to this concert.
That's actually gonna be cool.
That would be better because, you know, sometimes people will sell tickets outside and sell you fake tickets. You can't sell a fake NFT, right?
No.
You can see which contract it comes from. You can trace it all on the blockchain. You can see exactly what you're getting. So if someone wants to sell it to you, you can see where it's coming from. You can see them transfer it to you. You can use a middleman, like an escrow type thing, where so you don't like send them money and then they don't send you shit back, right? You can use like a middle service to where you know, once both parties have sent these things, then it swaps them. Even
because I already know people are still going to, even like, let's say if they do concert where you need to buy the NFT, people are going to buy hell NFTs and flip them.
Oh yeah,
easy. Like I feel like the flipping is never going to stop.
It's not.
Yeah, I mean, and you have to like know little things about it too. You know, timing and everything. Like I've observed like a lot of people like a pre-reveal. So like let's say an NFT project launches and everyone mints it. But the NFTs themselves, the images, aren't revealed yet. They all have kind of like that default photo, so they all look the same.
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And so during that period, I've noticed that like sales kind of go crazy, right? People are just like, they want to get in before they miss out. So people are flipping them. And then at the end of the day, when these are all revealed, then, you know, maybe the floor price goes down. And there's like, so during that period, it's usually really... it's a really good time I don't flip NFTs personally, but I've heard and I've noticed that's kind of a good time to flip them. Yeah, because... Not financial advice.
No, you ain't getting that from me.
Never financial advice.
He's like, you do what you want with your money.
For
That's
real.
you, cuz.
I'm just putting out some information.
Like,
just my observations. I don't flip. I'm not personally a flipper or anything. Like I said, I like to mint dumb fun stuff.
Yeah, like I be thinking about flipping, but I was like, I got put in hella money and I might not get it back.
Yeah, and then
like,
it's a risk you have to take.
It's like gambling.
For
it's
real.
Like you gonna go to the slot. You gonna put in $100. You might get $500 back. You might get $0. You don't know.
You gotta take the risk.
You feel me? You might become a millionaire. You don't know. That should be crazy. That's why, like, I'm telling you, get ahead of it now.
Yeah.
Get ahead of it now.
There's a lot of people who do it for community too. You know, they're like, oh, this art's super cool. You know, I love people in this Discord, like whatever. I could care less what the team wants to do future-wise, right? Like, I just love this community.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what Bored Apes did, in my opinion. Like, it seemed as though they were just like, okay, these are fun NFTs, right? You know, apes follow apes, you know, fun-loving, blah, blah, blah.
That makes sense.
And then it just started to blow up. And then the team, instead of running away with all the money, were like, let's make utility out of this. Let's do more, right? So they had a really good team as well. Yeah. So that's important.
Bored Ape became the Nike of NFTs for a hot minute.
For real.
Yeah.
Like Bored Ape
probably still is. Like,
but now it's like, now I feel like everybody try to copy their style. Like I heard a Kyle from Nut Boy says it's like everybody try to make their NFTs look like
an ape.
Like not like an animal on lean type of thing.
Right.
Like that's what a lot of people are doing. But now people are starting to understand more of the physical aspect of the NFT. Like you can actually use this in real life to get access to places and things that the NFT holders want you to. Like, man, that's what I'm saying. This shit about to be like it's real life and fake life. It's happening.
And like they're meeting in the middle,
right?
In a way.
Like, even if you don't want to do a metaverse, at least look into NFT. At least
something.
Yeah.
Like you can at least put your feet in something.
Exactly. Just dibble and dabble and see.
Exactly.
Yeah, because this shit interesting, bro.
Then moving on to. So we talked about the Discord bot. It has like a lot of different features. So they like kind of had like their own wallet within that side chain and all that. You know, so there's more information on that. They have like a docs. I don't know if you want to show Webaverse a little bit and put it in the description or not, but we can give links because it's all open source. It's not like the team's like getting any type of financial anything from you guys building on it, right?
Yeah.
You guys are you could just build on it and that would be it, right? You don't have to pay anything to do any of this at the end of the day, which is really important too. And like the team works out in the open, so you can see all the coding, you can ask in the Discord.
Okay.
I want to be a part of this one.
So they're really transparent.
They're very transparent. It's like the most transparent thing that you can see in a metaverse, and then you can be a part of it like instantly too. Whether you're a graphic designer or a developer, just someone like you and me, just regular individual in society who knows nothing technological, maybe not even artsy,
yeah.
But we can still be a part of it, and that's the beautiful thing is that it's like anyone can access this and have fun and contribute in their own way.
A community.
Right.
See, literally. And I feel like this is going to flourish because it gives everybody that creative control how they want it to be, and it's like also access to other people's worlds and seeing like, okay, how's yours? Like let me go to your place.
Right, and you can see exactly what they're doing.
Yeah,
right.
it is because like in my head you could create something that's so dope and people love it or just love you, and so your spot might just be the spot.
Right.
You feel me? And people it's like Twitch. How people like to watch their Twitch people. It's just like, well, I like your world, and it's like I like how you facilitate. I like the energy that you bring in this world, so I want to be a part of all of this.
Right.
You feel me? It's just like you could essentially create a whole community through Metaverse without even having other socials. Just because people fuck with you that much.
You really could.
Like
definitely.
I feel like the possibilities of like this whole Webaverse is like it just NFTs and Metaverse and all that in general is just endless.
I love how you guys are actually understanding all of this.
Yeah.
Like how
I'm keeping
easy
up.
it is.
Oh yeah.
I'm keeping up.
I love this shit. Come on.
I think if you're getting lost in the sauce, you're just not listening.
Right.
if you get lost in the sauce, run this whole thing back one more time.
For real,
Two more
one
times.
more time.
Come on
have
now.
links in the description,
100%. Stop playing.
So yeah, as we talked about, the team that builds in the open. You can always, they're very transparent. You can go to their Discord, 100% open source, and it's also important to note that it's built exclusively from open source ingredients. So everything from the base up, from the ground up, is open source. Kind of in conclusion, everything that we're talking about, even though it's fairly easy to understand, it still sounds like a lot when you put it all together, right?
Yeah.
It is very overwhelming. It's a lot. But the thing is like the team and like the contributors, the developers, everyone behind it has already done it.
Yeah.
It's not anything you really have to worry about, right, on our end. And like the proof is there. Anytime you want to go see what they're doing, what they've done, it's all there for the taking. To go over what they've done, to ask them questions, anything you want to know about it or want to see, it's there.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think some people it might be scary dabbling into something they don't know about. That's why people avoid it because it's outside of their comfort zone. But like I feel like once you take the time and actually really invest in it, then it's easier than it seems. Because at first, if you told me all this shit a year ago, I'm like, it's Chinese. I don't know what you're talking about. Now it's just like me hearing about it and knowing more about it. It's just like I'll follow you. Like I pick up what you're putting down. Like I get it. Like it makes sense. So it's just like I don't never want people to get discouraged because they don't understand it.
Yeah.
Just try.
I feel like how you said, you gotta just listen to it over and over again.
Right.
Like you gotta want to learn it. Because I'm sitting here and I'm following, But if my boyfriend asks me, what did you learn? I'm going to be like, there was so much information that I can't even tell you.
Right.
You know, like, I
can't.
Right. It's like, you had to be there. All I know is I was in the VR world in the club just now, and I'm kind of learning more about how I can use the NFTs in that world.
Nah, fact. I probably want him to get on that. I want him to go there, talk to people.
Right.
Well, he said that he's kind of dabbled in the VR already.
Yeah.
So that's why he didn't try it. But, I mean, either way, you know, it's already been a thing. VR, you guys know VR's been a thing.
Yeah, it's been around for a minute.
Years.
I feel like now we're just like taking it up a notch.
I remember I seen before Oculus even came out ads in like 2015. Oh, invest in da da da, like years ago, and now it's like everybody about to have one of these, or wait until the next best thing come out. Like literally, like me seeing an ad talk about investing in this years ago, and it's here now. Crazy.
But I feel like us understanding this world a little bit more, once we see ads like that, we may actually like deep dive into like, why should I invest in it? Like, what do you know that I don't know? Like, what's coming next? You know,
literally. Like, that's what I'm saying. I want to make friends that's like really into Facebook, just so I kind of got like behind the scenes of what's going on, like, or people that's like in the know of things, like create relationships with those, so they can be like, hey, yo, this shit about to pop up.
And this is what you can do with this, with Webaverse, right? Like, you're literally building communities for that.
Yeah, I feel like the first one I would want to join is Webaverse, because like, if I want to make my work how I want to make it, I need to start now, because it's probably gonna take me like a year or two to get it how I want it to be.
Yeah, and I like how you said it basically already has like the, what was it, WordPress or template, or
they don't have that quite yet, but they're working on it right now.
Okay, yeah.
So that's something that they're going to make accessible. I'm not exactly sure when, but you know, whenever it comes out, it's going to be kind of like equivalent, I would say, and I don't know this for sure, of course. I'm not on the project, I'm not developing, I'm not contributing it to it in any way like that, right? But I've done quite a bit of research on it, and I think that I have like a relatively okay grasp on what's going on. Of course, you know, I've read like through several of the docs, and we can link them below too for anyone who's more technologically advanced. You know, but the basic rundown, we can link something else too. I broke it down kind of in simpler terms in a tweet, so we can have that.
We can link the tweet.
Yeah, I can link this.
Yeah, we can link the tweet.
And even link the Webaverse, like,
it has examples in it too. So if you want to see what other people have built already, like different games, different worlds, right? You can see those things in these examples here. So we'll link those. But basically, the team's working 24/7. Obviously, you know, they're contributing all their time to it. It's basically, it's open source. Everything's there. You just gotta. It's there for the taking. It's like, why not get into it? Yeah.
In my head, if honestly, it's just they do put their time and effort. If there's a way for people to donate to just help them do what they do, I feel like
why not?
You know, like, why not? Like, invest. Like, they're literally creating something for your creativity.
Right.
And you don't have to pay for shit.
Yeah.
Come on.
They're doing the work for you. All you gotta do is fill the blanks.
I wouldn't even be upset if they did start like charge like little things here and there inside of it, because it's like they do so much.
Yeah.
You feel me? But for sure, whenever like I get like set in stone with this, I'm doing Webaverse. Like, I really got idea how I want my world to be. You feel me? Like, I just, like, I'm ready for it. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, there's definitely investors in it. This actually started back in, about, I believe, 2018. So they've been working at it for a while, yeah. This isn't just something that popped out because, you know, Metaverses became a thing. They've been working on this and building on top of it, continuously making it better, all in the open for everyone to see and help with, yeah. So, I mean, in that sense, it's great to know that they're not just hopping on that hype train, right?
Hell yeah.
They're like legit and serious about this. Yeah. Right.
Well, you can literally see everything.
Yeah, and like how can you get scammed by something you don't even have to pay for? And then they're just doing it all right in front of you, transparent as hell.
Yeah, the only thing, you ain't gonna get your time back. That's about it. But
yeah, right.
You get scammed on the time, but I feel like this is just, I don't know, the most, I don't know the word for it. In my head, I just know this one probably gonna be the most lit one. Yeah. Honestly, just because like gives that access and full range to do anything, any possibility you want to do, like you want to do. You feel me? I mean, I'm not saying all others gonna suck. You feel me? It's just like me just hearing how this one is and like actually getting like some info about it. It's lit.
Yeah,
like, it's lit.
There's going to be several different types of metaverses. The only difference I mean, well, not the only difference. One of the main differences I see in Webaverse, it's literally 100% open source. And if you guys really like dig deep into like what open source means, it's a big deal because, you know, like Facebook, they control everything in their metaverse. Yeah. Like they are like the sole contributors, like they're the core developers, and they control every aspect of what's going on. It's hardly customizable when you really compare it to Webaverse.
Yeah.
If when you're in there and if you don't know about things like this, you're like, yeah, like it's really customizable. You know, I have 20 different hairstyles to pick from and, you know, whatnot. But then when you get to something like this, you can just drag and drop an avatar you get. Wow. You can go online and search through thousands and, you know, hundreds of thousands of avatars and be like, oh, I resonate with this one like a lot. Or you can build your own, like just simply build your own, create your own.
Yeah, I feel like people are gonna love the customization of things.
Yeah.
It's about to be dope.
It really is.
You can walk around as like an avatar this big if you wanted to, like.
Yeah, when I was in the little VR chat, homie turned to a little lizard. You feel me?
That's crazy, right?
Like, I was like, bro, you look like a Geico dude. Oh, that means it was stopped for a long time.
No.
Was it?
Oh, yeah, I mean, we still got the other ones recorded.
Okay.
I was just going to mention that, like, because we had talked about, you know, like you don't know which ones like to flip. You don't know. It's kind of like a risk, you know, when it comes to NFTs.
Yeah.
Something really important to notice. It's not always a guarantee. But you know how I said like the developers can like push out the project and then just disappear?
Yeah.
Something a lot of people really consider, it seems these days, especially like in this time, is whether you know the developers or not. Because, you know, we work with a lot of anonymous people. Someone will push out a project and, you know, there'll be like 4 different developers who are talking to these communities. And they go by, you know, anon names like, you know, Sparklefoot or whatever.
Yeah.
And you don't know their name, you don't know where they live. You don't know a photo of them, right? And that's why it's very easy for them to disappear. That's not to say that every anonymous person is a scammer at all. There's plenty, an overwhelming amount of good anonymous people. Most people are anonymous in the space. A lot of people are. But that makes it very that makes it very easy for these NFT developer projects, you know, these project developers to disappear. Because there's no connection to their real identity.
That's crazy.
And some people just know how to fake the funk so good and get people to trust them and believe in them. Because some people just grimy don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. They just like, this is the third time me.
Yeah, they'll play the long game too and just, you know, take months to create this project, build community, get people in it, and then just completely disappear. Versus like, there's a lot of projects now that are being built with people who are actually doxxed. So they're like, here's my name, here's a picture of myself. I live in, you know, this city, like, I don't know if you guys know Tasty Toasties. It's like a project. It's like these little toast NFTs. They're really cute. But this girl in Singapore, she's completely doxxed. So she, like, her name's Chanel Lee.
That's
Chanel,
crazy.
But her name's, I know. Her name's Chanel Lee. She's from Singapore. I don't know exactly how old she is, but I believe she's in maybe her, like, later 20s, maybe mid-late 20s. And, like something like that, it's like if she were to, let's say, like promise a bunch of things to her community and not go through with it, then it'd be relatively easy to find her, right?
Right.
So like, let's just say, like, you know, she did something like that. If we did know her and she did do that, what are we gonna do? Fly there and do what, right?
Like,
nothing.
It was just like, now you know a face to put with it. Like, okay, we ain't never gonna trust her again.
Exactly. Right. Like, you're probably not gonna go do anything. I'd hope not, right?
Yeah.
But you're going to know, like, okay, this person's done this before.
She's a scammer.
Yeah, but she's
Scam man. Yeah, that's her.
But Chanel, she's a great person, and she, you know, talks herself for this reason of like, hey, like, I hate scams. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to trust me. This is my project.
That's good.
Yeah, so like, there's plenty of projects who do have doxed people, but like I said, that's not to, you know, shit on like people who aren't doxed. It's
some people just like the anonymity of it. Because the thing about artists like, have you heard of Banksy's? He's a graphic, a graffiti artist. And Banksy's, whatever. But he's just like a street artist that nobody knows what he looks like.
Oh, really?
But they love his art.
What?
And he like somehow he get paid, but it's just like he's so anonymous that it's like everybody enjoy his art, but he still got the free reign to just live his regular life. So some people, I feel like in the NFT space, they'd rather have that anonymous like vibe, because it's just like, I don't really want to like put my face out there like that. Like some people like making money without being known.
Yeah,
True.
exactly. And then like some people just have like the fear of just like giving their identity. They don't know the people they're dealing with, or sometimes they don't want to identify with their like actual in real life identity. Like, we live in like a different time where like, people on Twitter have avatars as their NFTs, right? And then they have different handles and names, and we kind of have like, alter egos and personas, and we're allowed to do that, right? Like, why not?
True.
Who's to say we can't do something like that and like kind of be a different part of who we are?
Oh
exactly.
God. I feel like that's kind of like what the metaverse could be like. It's just like you don't want to be the real you, so you could be somebody else. And it's just like, because some people get that, I don't know, like the social anxiety just by being them. Like I was explaining, like a conversation in the metaverse is way different than a conversation in real life, because it's like with real life it's so much expectation, because like now you might see this person again, you might come across this person again, but in the metaverse it's like I was talking to them people and I was like, I gotta go, guys. Right. It's like you can be friends or whatever, but there's like nothing tied to that.
No attachment.
Now it's like, but in real life, it's like, okay, now how do I get out of here?
Right.
Now I might see them here every time I go here. Like, you had interaction with somebody at a store that they work there. You're gonna see them again.
The fact that you can even mute them on there, it's kind of like when you don't want to talk, it's like,
it's like
it's over.
Black Mirror.
Right.
Like literally.
It's literally Black Mirror.
Like literally, you could in one episode of Black Mirror, if you could block somebody, it's just like they just outline of red. You don't see them at all. It's just red. And then like this one dude in Black Mirror episode, I guess he got sent to jail, but it was like, okay, we're not gonna put you in the cell. We can put you out in the universe, but nobody can see him. He was blocked by everybody. Like he just see gray shadows. He don't know who nobody is.
I remember that.
Like but it's like now you live in a world where no matter where you go, you just a red avatar and everybody look at you. Cause like, oh, why is he red? Why is he here? But you can't
tell who it is.
Yeah. Like
that's a form of loneliness.
But just like that was his punishment instead of going to jail. Like I'm telling y'all,
that's almost worse than jail.
Right.
No,
I'm probably going a little crazy.
Y'all
like,
watch
I
Black
hate
Mirror.
it here.
Like literally, I hate it here. Like this is
I hate it
crazy.
here.
You feel me? But now, your computer died.
Yeah, it's okay.
But
I need it.
Honestly, I feel like we got like a great amount of information. Us even testing out the VRs and seeing it for ourselves. It was like a social. It was like a metaverse social experiment. You know, like
I mean, if nothing else, even if we didn't do all of this, I at least wanted you guys to try it and then tell you guys about Webaverse. That's all, Nah,
Webaverse probably gonna be literally the first thing I sign up for.
It's like I'm not trying to get you guys to pay for nothing. I'm just trying to get you guys to see what's free and what's out there.
You just want to inform us too. Like you're informing us. You're not like, oh, y'all need to pay me to be on here and tell people about this, cause
right.
I don't know. People like news like this because it's just like you're not asking for nothing.
Right.
You're just like educating.
Right.
You feel me?
Kind of like the people that are being really transparent on Webaverse.
Nah,
like,
100%. I'm saying this shit lit. You feel me? I'm on Webaverse gonna be lit. I don't care.
Y'all comment down below if y'all would like a part 2. If you guys would like to know any more information regarding the Metaverse, NFTs, crypto,
we're gonna be lit on Discord.
Suju definitely knows it all, and just like you and I, we're all still learning.
100%.
So do not feel shy to comment down below any questions.
Like in my head, if y'all do have any questions, just comment down below, because we might do this again. I mean, we definitely gonna do this again, you feel me? But stay tuned for the Discord. Subscribe to us, like this video, comment on this video. I think this is what episode 6 or 7 of the podcast.
Episode 6. No, 7. 6.
6 or 7 of the podcast. We took a little break, but we back and we'll be having like every single week. So stop playing with us. So in my head, you already know the vibes.
We're out of here, guys.
I think we're gonna say spread peace, love, follow your dreams.
I don't know. I don't want to end it like the reaction channel. Like I want to end it differently.
Bye, y'all.
So bye.